This video was brought to you by Markus Bil, Elbilmek, ABRP, Steurenberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We're now sitting in the BYD Seal, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how fast or slow it is charging. Teaser. Okay, so let's just roll a tape, and you see that right off the line it takes around 140 kilowatt, but it will go to 150 kilowatt quite soon. I also include Model 3 here and also Polestar 2. They're a similar size battery, and then also MG4 because it charges like a boss. And then you see that Seal climbs up in the speed there. We hit 150 kilowatt. Model 3 had 250 kilowatt. Polestar has a flatter curve, but around 200 initially, and now it's down to 170-ish. And then MG4 is slower, but then a lot flatter, and but then a smaller battery. But then which car is actually leading? Oh, Model 3 is leading now right now because it had that nice jolt in the beginning. But then I'll show you something here. When it comes to Seal, you see that the battery temperature is rising, even though it has active cooling, and the cooling is running and everything. We didn't start the car to steal the AC unit, but you see that eventually it will heat up to the point where it rapid gates. But Otto 3 and Dolphin, they replicate at 46 degrees Celsius. I was surprised to see that here we don't replicate at that point. This was also the same case for the Seal U, which has a slightly bigger battery. But at past 50 degrees Celsius, it will replicate. But this is quite impressive that it can have this nice and flat charging curve all the way to around 44% maybe. What's going on with the other cars now? Model 3 is still in the lead. No, actually MG4 is in the lead. Wow, look at that. Nice and flat charging curve on the MG4. But okay, I'm going to focus more on the Seal. I'm going to show you now at 51 degrees Celsius. That's where it happens. And now suddenly we drop to only 98 kilowatt and then 91 kilowatts. So, but this is a near perfect charging curve for the Seal. We start with relatively low temperature in the battery. But yeah, at this point you see that it just goes slower and slower. We hit 52 degrees Celsius. Seems like 52 degrees Celsius, and the highest cell is the rapid gate point. And also during 1,000 kilometer challenge, I noticed that this occurred a lot earlier, and we actually had a lot worse curve than we see here. But okay, if we go back to the competition, how is it going? MG4 is in the lead, and then Polestar 2 is actually on a good second, and then Model 3 right behind, and then Seal is on the last spot right now, last place. That is not good, but actually Seal, okay, it replicates a bit, but it can maintain some nice curve now, and it's slowly gaining on the Model 3. Model 3 was fast in the beginning, but not anymore. It charges kind of slow, and still now the Seal, okay, can take 83 kilowatt. Okay, there was 88, but now 83 kilowatt. MG4 started going slower, but it has almost reached 80%. Polestar is right behind with 75%. Very nice of the two cars to the far right, at least. Now when it comes back to Seal, now that we're charging slower and we hit higher state of charge, the cooling is still going at the same rate, and now you see that we finally see 50 degrees Celsius, and eventually it's going to be even lower. But okay, MG4 hit 80%, now back to the right side. Polestar is about to hit 80% also. Model 3 is on a good third, and then Seal is on the last spot right now. I'm not sure if Seal will be able to catch Model 3. Yeah, Model 3 had a nice lead in the beginning, so that's going to be hard. But still, you can see here that I included the Seal towards the end also, just to show you that it might replicate a little bit, but it still has okay flat charging curve as long as the starting temperature is low-ish, which actually is kind of, well, it is relevant as long as you don't hammer too hard or it's not too hot outside. But okay, MG4 is about to hit 90%, and then Polestar 2 is also about to hit 85% there. Okay, so the winner is MG4. Wait, okay, there. Yes, MG4 hit 90%. Yep, amazing, man, how fast it charges. And then Polestar 2 will possibly take the second spot. But right now, actually, you see that Model 3 just goes slower and slower, but the Seal can still maintain nice speed, even past 80%. That is very impressive. It's now gaining on the Tesla. I don't remember how this even ended. Look at that. This is so... okay. It was very intense, but then also the Seal starts slowing down. Well, what about Polestar? Polestar just collapsed right now. It's really struggling to hit 90%. The two other ones, they are actually coming right behind Polestar also. But which car is... Okay, yeah, Polestar 2 hit 90%. And then by that time, MG4 actually reached 92%. So just doing a little victory dance. But right now, it's actually right... BYD Seal and Model 3, they are right neck on neck right now. Model 3 has a slight lead. Which car is going to hit 90% first? Because Seal is actually charging a little bit faster. Okay, Model 3 hit 90%. Oh man, that was so intense, man. I just need to take a shower now. And if we look at the charging curve, you see that Model 3 has flat 250 kilowatt initially, which gave it a nice lead. And then here Polestar also over 200 kilowatts, so they have nice curves, and you know these are also around 82, 84 kilowatt hour. But then Seal, okay, flat they chose 150 kilowatt, goes here, kind of follows some of the other ones, and then it drops. And I believe this drop is because of thermal issues. So if I was able to tested the gun with even colder battery, I assume that maybe we get something similar to the MG4, maybe, or at least we stretch it even further before it drops. MG4, okay, nice and flat curve, but then also it drops here. But you see, I believe that the MG4 has a better thermal management, better cooling, something, I don't know, compared to the Seal, because what I've seen, it seems like all the BYDs, they suffer from this overheating problem. And this is not something I just made up, because I actually did 1,000 kilometer challenge, and this curve you see here, you don't see that anymore on the 1,000 kilometer challenge. I got this on the first session, and then on the other sessions it will go something like this, and then around 30%, yeah, around here ish, drop, yeah. But then it doesn't just drop and then follow the same path here. It actually drops, and then this dip here is then shifted more to the left. Yeah, that's what actually happened. So I was like, what the heck, man? But yeah, so my claim is that the MG4, they made a better cooling system, cooling design, or maybe just the fact that these cells maybe have different chemistry than the LFP with the blade battery. Yeah, we were talking in the live stream about that maybe the blade battery, they have a weakness. They have, okay, nice energy density for LFP, but they might have somewhat poor cooling, because we see something similar also in Tesla Model Y. Yeah, let me see if I can include it here. The Model Y with the BYD battery also overheats the same way, but at least Tesla has better, let me see, do we have it here? Model Y. Yeah, here, cold. You see, if I go for the warm battery, and then versus the cold battery, Model Y, cold battery. Okay, there's lots of lines right now, but if we try to single out this line versus the other here, which one was which now? Shit, I have to see here. The warm battery, yeah, you see here's the warm battery. Can I? Oh no, okay, I can't highlight it now. But you see that the warm battery has a sudden cut here, drop, whereas the cold battery managed to maintain the 170 kilowatt for longer. And this is even in a Tesla with very good cooling system. But it seems like the limitation might be in the cell level, or the the blade battery thing. Okay. But just trying to dig deep into the topic to tell you guys how it is. So maybe there's not much we can do to improve this. Well, actually, we could maybe do something with the software, yeah. Because what you could do is you could pre-cool the blade battery before arrival at the supercharger. Well, yeah, even Tesla could do that. They normally preheat, but they could even pre-cool, because you actually want to arrive at whatever fast charger with coldest battery. But this car has been designed to cool down to only around 42 degrees Celsius. It would be better if it cooled down further to around 30 degrees before we plug in. Then we actually would not get this rapid gate. But you will see more about that in the 1,000 kilometer challenge. And I think, wait, did I do a facepalm? I think I did. Yeah. Okay. But that was actually not clickbait. It was actually a real facepalm. So I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.